Good evening, everyone, and welcome to season 28 of Late Night at North Texas. I'm your new host this season, Zaria Holloman, and next to me is my fresh off the press new co-host.
Wait, where is Andre Williams?
What? No, that was the name of our host last season.
Oh, man, so you're telling me I'm a season behind? I thought I'd binged all of them.
Did you watch every late night season before this?
Well, yes. I mean, the seasons all were really hard to find because they're like lost media or something, but I found a Google Drive link and there they were.
Okay. Well, the good news is that you're not a season behind because currently we are on the set of season 28.
Yes! I made it! Suck on that!
Oh, let's not say that. Okay, so would you like to introduce yourself?
Oh, right. I'm Holiday Helms, co-host to my lovely Zaria Holloman.
Nice one. Well, folks, here are the things you've missed since last season. Groundhog Punxsutawney Phil has predicted 6 more weeks of winter weather. Don't you just love that little guy? UNT officials took notice and have already canceled school for the rest of the semester.
NASA announced that recent data from the Juno space probe revealed that Jupiter, the largest planet in the solar system, is actually 5 to 15 miles smaller than previously thought. And here I thought Ozempic was an Earth-only problem.
The Muppets are back. Disney has introduced a new series revival, bringing back classic segments with new twists. The debut episode featured everyone's favorite short and sweet blonde and pink, Miss Piggy. Sabrina Carpenter made a guest appearance as well.
I'm just ready for Miss Piggy to make a guest appearance on Fortnite. Join Sabrina on there. Well, local police recently arrested a 99-year-old woman. For what exactly? Because it was the last thing on her bucket list. Oh, isn't that sweet? My future's bright. Unfortunately, reports say once she got in there, she found the biggest inmate and beat them in the yard to assert dominance.
Gammy still got it, y'all. What can we say? Recently, Texas was hit with a winter snowstorm, which to everyone's disappointment brought more ice than it did snow. It seems that ice is not only terrorizing communities, but it's also taking longer to leave. That sounds awful familiar.
Yeah. Connor Story and Hudson Williams, the famous duo who starred in the wildly successful Heated Rivalry, were the fierce torchbearers of the 2026 Winter Olympics in Milan this month. And I don't know about y'all, but that torch was the least hot thing involved in that opening ceremony. Oh, Hudson, call me.
Bear my torch, babe, anytime.
Please.
Filmmaker Darren Aronofsky has announced on this day, 1776, a series of AI shorts that recreate historical events from the American Revolution 250 years ago. In case you're wondering, yes, Alexander Hamilton will be played by an AI Lin-Manuel Miranda, who will have 6 fingers in this iteration.
6 or 7? I'll leave. Or not. Anyway, Super Bowl 60 is officially concluded with the Seattle Seahawks taking home the victory. However, did you know that next year's Super Bowl Sunday is going to fall on Valentine's Day? All I'm going to say is check in on your straight friends that day. There may be an epidemic of men conveniently forgetting their dinner reservations.
Speaking of the Super Bowl, Turning Point USA launched their own halftime show this year featuring Z-list artists to rival Bad Bunny, as they believe it should only be for American artists, and Puerto Rico is famously not a U.S. territory. Oh, wait.
And this, my friends, is why the Department of Education needs funding. Thank you. Washed rapper Nicki Minaj recently went on stage with Donald Trump, claiming she was his #1 fan and showing off her gold card visa. Whatever it may be, she needs to put the pills and potions away because she doesn't realize she's playing for the wrong team.
I think that itty bitty piggy said to oink and she started snorting.
Oof.
Either way, Denton recently celebrated the 25th anniversary of its very own Price Master, a Denton TV segment featuring a cryptic masked figure at a garage sale. When asked for prices of everyday items such as clothes or collectibles, he ominously chants prices from $17,000 to $5 million. With those prices, it turns out that Price Master was the first Depop reseller.
And the first Denton Y2K baddie, I guess. All right, recent Oscar nominations made history with Sinners leading with the most nominations ever. I love it. I think the horror genre needs more recognition. I saw Annabelle for the first time this weekend, and it is freaky. I keep seeing that doll out of the corner of my eye, I swear. Honestly, I haven't been this scared since R. Kelly threatened to drop a 19th studio album. I'm surprised he wasn't arrested for the first 18.
Honestly, he could release 36 more. They'd be released before he would. The toe Terminator, Quentin Tarantino, has recently called Paul Dano the weakest actor in the Screen Actors Guild. Maybe someone should have told Tarantino that just because Dano doesn't lick feet in his movie, he doesn't have any less of a soul than him. I mean, let's be honest, nobody wants to match that man's freak. Closest man was Dan Schneider, but he got cold feet. We've got a winner tonight. Next, we'll be sitting down with local stand-up comedian Tim Davies and ventriloquist Maricela Carlock here at Late Night North Texas. Welcome back to Late Night at North Texas. We are so lucky to be joined by two guests tonight, stand-up comedian Tim Davies and ventriloquist Maricela Carlock.
Thank you both for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So I wanted to start with you first. I wanted to know what inspired you to incorporate education for children into your music and entertainment.
Well, I became a school teacher in my country, Costa Rica, and the principal said, Marcela, you always are, you're singing as your children, as your students, and are you sure that that is your career?
Wow, cool. So you mentioned growing up in Costa Rica.
Yes.
Culturally speaking, do you think it affects how you perform at all?
Yeah, of course. Costa Rica is pura vida.
My next question is going to be for Tim. So what's your next goal as you're chasing, like being a comic?
One of the biggest goals I'm chasing right now as a comedian is just the next like bigger and better stage.
Another question for you. How did you know that comedy was your true calling over an English teacher? Because I know you said you were an English teacher in the past.
Yeah, so I used to be an English teacher, which was not my calling. But I think comedy was always something that I did growing up. I would get in a lot of trouble for trying to make people laugh. And so it was a natural thing for me to do. And COVID hit the school system, and something about that just, I don't know, like felt like a natural period to step away from teaching.
I would want to know, what do you think makes a good versus a great comedian?
I think it's time. I think it's just a lot of time at the craft. I think there are people who take it for granted. I think there are even people that step into doing comedy thinking it's going to be easy. A lot of content creators that maybe, you know, don't make comedy, like say do stand-up, but they do comedy videos, can step in to try and do stand-up and be only okay at it. So I think it's just like time at the craft more than anything else. And
Back to Marcela, I have a question for you. So what drew you to ventriloquism specifically? 'Cause I'm very
Well,
interested.
I have 8 children, and I was homeschooling them, and they were not paying attention. So I took a puppet, not me, no. And they started paying attention. And my son said, Mom, you're pretty good. And then I started giving away my shows here again in nursing homes, and I saw the same reaction. People need kindness, and people need to smile.
I do know that you have this table metaphor that you like to share with others. Can you elaborate with us a little bit about that?
Yes, of course. This table has 12 years in the making. As you can tell, these are legs that has the colors of the rainbow. Red, orange, yellow, green. So I'm going to ask you to help me. Red is love. Everybody goes, Do you pay them?
I do.
That's awesome. Orange is like when you eat an orange, you go yum, yum, yum.
Yum, 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 yum.
You go to the pocket and say, imagine you have gold. You say, ka-ching, ka-ching.
Ka-ching.
Ka-ching, yeah.
Cha-ching, cha-ching. Yeah, that's finances or economy. And then green, you go like that and you go, wow, that is environment.
Wow.
This is the personal table. In my case today, I was reminding my daughter, you have a bedroom, you take care of your bedroom, you take care of your job, you take care of your body, you take care of your feelings and emotions, right? So that's your personal table. We are here. So the family, your family, wherever they come, you're coming from, they affected you, how you ate, where you lived, how everything affects you, who you are. Now in that community, and that's the one that I wanted to make emphasis today, is right here. your college. So if you pay attention to these legs, if you were in the environment, you may be an biologist, geologist, archaeologist, you know, even anybody that takes care of the environment, anybody that cleans, they are important. I have a daughter who is a nurse, and not only nurses, but also anybody that prepares the food, from the cafeteria lady, from the gardener, everybody that produces, because we have two words that we need to remember. We are preparing the table or repairing the table. And in this case, I'm a teacher, I'm preparing children, but a counselor, a therapist may be repairing. And you go, okay, that sounds very good, excuse me, flew away. Those are the 4 colors on the rainbow. What are we here for? If you're confused about what is your purpose, the 5th color of the rainbow will tell you. What is the 5th color of the rainbow?
Oh.
Blue. And blue, I put it in the first one, is H2O. What is H2O?
Water.
No, it's happy to obey.
Oh.
It's my original thing.
Okay.
So when you are happy to do the right thing, when you care, and everybody can do this, I care.
I care.
And then you put it like this, I care.
I care.
With my corazon.
With my
You make a
corazon.
heart. Then, can you stand up for a second? Now you do this. Those are the 4 legs. We cannot do it by ourselves. We need the top and the cup. So find someone that does the top and the cup.
Wait, what are we?
And the top is,
What's the cup?
the top is,
This?
the top is
I don't think we're doing it
time,
right.
opportunity, and purpose. So what is the 6th color? Anybody?
Purple.
Purple. Purple is made of 2 colors because it's a secondary color. What is it? Red and blue. Love and obedience. Love and obedience make your table to be an inspiration. The last color of the rainbow, if you get to see the rainbow, is like a pinkish, like indigo. You can barely see that color. It means humility. It means serving. But remember, it's not about how beautiful the table is. It's what you serve. You can be wide, tall, short, whatever. It's what you serve. And this is a what? A toolbox.
Toolbox.
We are repairing. And this is your shopping cart. You going around looking for things that you're going to serve in your table. Make sure that is the element of survival. That is something that refreshes the world with kindness and with love. And make sure that you water the world wherever you are. Thank you very much.
Wow, that was amazing.
And you wonder, where am I if I'm in media? You are here on top. You have a message. So that's what the microphone is.
So, Tim, I heard that sometimes being a comedian can be kind of mentally draining. Would you say that's true? What are some of the ways you keep up your morale?
Some of the ways to keep up my morale, it can be really demoralizing going, I think, like week after week, day after day, to open mics where you might be performing with like 3 people in a bar and they're all comedians, and that can be really depressing, like day in and day out. But I think it's remembering and like savoring those moments that I have that do work out. Maybe it is that kind of crappy show that I do that turns out to kind of be fun, you know? So it's those moments in between that I've got to focus on rather than the vast majority of it, which is a beatdown. So, yeah. Yeah.
Not a beat down.
Good. I'm selling it, right? Yeah. Anybody want to be a comedian?
Yeah, let's go.
Well, I did want to bring attention to these really quick. Maricela, you brought these as a gift for us and our audience. Can you explain why you brought these for us?
Yeah, I believe that writing your ideas, and usually for me, it starts at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. I don't know about you.
Oh, yeah.
But you can type it, you can record it, but it's been proven. You can find it in the internet. By writing things, using your hand to write things down helps you to develop better neurons for your brain. So I brought a little notebooks for all of you to keep being creative.
A Another question I wanted to ask you, Tim, is what's something you would tell people pursuing non-traditional careers?
I think it's really important to be authentic to yourself and be your authentic self on stage. Now, I do think I put on a little bit of a persona, of course, but I think if you're doing something non-traditional, you're going to have to trust in yourself because there's going to be plenty of times where it doesn't work or it seems like it's not going to work, and you've got to be willing to bet on yourself and push through that and to show people that. I mean, it's a really simple, I think, piece of advice, but I think it's just that, yeah.
All right, well, before we move along, would you mind telling us and our audience where else we can find both of you guys?
I perform all around the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, all around the state of Texas, especially at places like the Dallas Comedy Club, the Addison Improv, Mike Drop Plano. You can find me there, and I'll be always posting about those on my socials.
Yeah, I have my own business. Nevertheless, I want to honor the company who brought me here, and it's Fun Time Entertainment.
When we come back, Maricela will teach our talent a song and then an exclusive performance from Tim Davies. You don't want to miss it.
Color the world with kindness. Color the world with peace and joy. Color the world with self-control. Color the world with love. At my house, at my school, at my neighborhood. Shining always with you. Color the world with color the world with peace and joy. Color the world with self-control. Color the world with love. From the north, from the south, from the east, from the west, we will do our best. Yes! Awesome! Bow, 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 bow. Awesome. They're the best.
Thank you very much. You might be looking at me and wondering, hey, I didn't realize Harry Potter did stand-up comedy. No, I think I look like Peter Parker if he was bitten by a radioactive student loan. With great responsibility comes great anxiety, am I right? Yeah. Let's see, before I got into stand-up comedy, I did 7 years of service for our country. Thank you. Okay, wait, don't get too excited. I was a public high school teacher. But those are the front lines nowadays, you know? I like to say I did 7 tours in public high school. That's kind of more what we're working with, you know? But the sweet cherry on top of that is I taught at the high school that I attended. Yeah, that's the right reaction. You didn't even need to put the ooh sign for that. Yeah, I taught at the high school that I attended, which is a humiliating thing to be driving up to work and park right next to where you played trumpet in the marching band. And then you find out you have all these teachers that you used to look up to, and they're just barely functioning alcoholics, so. And that explains all the stains on my graded papers, you know? That is not red marker, that is just red wine. But I did go to the high school that I taught at, and it was a minority-majority school, so most of my friends growing up were black and Hispanic, so I had a lot of fun nicknames, like idiota, tonto, but I didn't know what that meant. I was just happy to be included. But they would call me Peter Parker, which was really nice. I like when the students did that, you know. I once tore my pants doing that, so I can't get too low anymore. Except, you know, I'm Peter Parker from the multiverse where Aunt May moved to Denton, right, you know? Peter Parker got a communications degree from UNT, you know? And I even have a title for my movie. It's called Spider-Man, Far From a Living Wage. Spider-Man, Almost Homeless. That's what we're working with. But the worst nickname that I got from the students when I worked at the school, and I gotta blame Netflix for this, because they would not stop calling me Jeffrey Dahmer. I couldn't let my kids, like, hold that over me, though. I'd have 17-year-old kids in high school coming up to me like, hey, Mr. Davies, you look like Jeffrey Dahmer. Well, you didn't turn in your homework last week. And you know what I'm capable of. Pull some raw meat out of my mini fridge. This was Caleb! It's all right, Denton, all my cannibal jokes are tasteful. That was for me. One for them, one for me. I have been married for 4 years, just celebrated my 4-year wedding anniversary recently. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Not trying to brag here, Denton, but we had a destination wedding. Yeah. Destination, the Tarrant County Courthouse. You can get married and divorced in the same building. It's super efficient. So I had a judge named Ralph Swearing-In Jr., which is the perfect name for a judge. You know, it's like naming a basketball player Shooty McHoops. So, but I do love my wife. She is, however, vegan. I'm not vegan. I'm just a proud ally of that community. It's just weird because my wife is always coming home with like a weird alternative meat product, you know? The other day, my wife came home with something called the opposite of chicken. What's the opposite of chicken? The road? Okay, some of us got to the other side of that joke. That was All right, I've got something silly for you guys. I was just recently watching a Pixar movie, beloved Pixar movie, Ratatouille. And I love the movie Ratatouille. And then I'm going to leave that pin there. And then I saw a picture of Abraham Lincoln. And I saw Abraham Lincoln wears a top hat. You know, in all his photos, he's wearing a top hat. Why is Abraham Lincoln wearing a top hat? Is it because there was a rat controlling Abraham Lincoln? That rat wanted to end slavery. The slow applause for ending slavery. Here's the thing. John Wilkes Booth was not trying to kill Abraham Lincoln. He was trying to kill the rat under the hat. And at the end of the day, slavery was abolished, and that's why it's called ratifying an amendment. That was another one for me. I was bullied a lot growing up. Maybe that was super obvious. Maybe it's my locker-shaped body. My parents thought they could get me better self-esteem by getting me involved in sports, which is a great idea. A lot of my friends are playing basketball, soccer, football. But what did Kevin and Dawn sign me up for? My parents signed me up for a bowling league. I was the only 12-year-old kid in Fort Worth with a cigarette addiction. I didn't learn how to bowl, but I can crush a menthol, and I think that's good. You know, I learned something there, you know? I just look like a jerk kicking up my leg when I bowl. You know when you bowl and you get those animations, right? You know, like you get a strike, and it's like a rhino charging through the pins. A gutter ball feels like a gut punch, though. I once bowled a 7-10 split, and it just played a video of my parents getting a divorce. I mean, it was my fault. Both times. Another thing I did when I was growing up that I got a lot of bullying for is I would do close-up magic tricks to try and get the ladies. Apparently not a lot of young girls are attracted to advanced gaslighting. Are you sure this is your card? So I'm in a recovery group for magicians. It's really emotional, but everybody's got a handkerchief. But it's all right. I've kicked the magic. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm feeling a lot better. Hold on. Darn it, I relapsed. Thank you. I'm going to end it here on this one right here. I had a really bad experience in 2023. I had a near-death experience. I was at a bachelor party, and I was having a little bit too much fun. And I woke up in a Tyler, Texas ICU. Scary. Yeah, very scary. Woke up in a Tyler, Texas ICU, and I have that moment that people have where they're like going into the light, you know? And the faint sound of music pulled me out of it, though. It sounds like this. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Because that's the shift change music at the Tyler, Texas ICU. DJ Casper died the same day. I traded places with DJ Casper. I was going up to heaven, and St. Peter said, "Take him back now, y'all." All right, that's my time. I'm Tim Davies. Thank you very much.
Hi, friends. Thank you for joining me for 99 North Texas tonight. We're joined by our kind-hearted friend, Mo Shiesty.
Hey, kids. Welcome to Night Night.
Oh, Mo, always so silly. We sure missed you.
I'm here fresh out the spinner. I'm back because, I want to support the children.
That's nice, Mo.
Hi!
And this is our favorite friend, Smiley Sparkle.
Isn't today like the best day ever?
Why are you so happy right now?
Well, I saw a rainbow and a lucky penny, and it's such a beautiful day.
Well, life ain't so beautiful when you serve 90 cycles in the spinner on high.
Did somebody stub their toe?
You don't want to make me angry, Smiley.
Okay, everybody. Well, okay. We're just going to move on to learn our alphabets. With a little help from our friends, Mo and Smiley, get ready to sing along.
A is for apple.
B is for banana.
C is for cigarettes.
Whoa, cut! Okay, Mo, you can't do that here. It's for the kids.
Well, their parents are probably outside smoking while they put this show on the telly for their kids.
How come he gets to talk like this?
We can't stop him. We kind of got a contract.
Man, y'all make me do this show for community service. Give me a cigarette. You got a light?
I'm sick of this, seriously. He demands detergent in the green room, yells at us during shoots, and I saw him take money from the kids. One day, I saw him bought 3 boxes of Thin Mints from a Girl Scout, and he turned around, and then he sold each of them for $50. I'm done. I'm out of here.
Smiley, please. Okay. You know what? It's fine. We're just gonna leave. Okay. Okay, friends. Now we're moving on to everyone's favorite segment, Mo Money, Mo Problems, where Mo listens to your problems and gives you great advice. You ready, Mo?
Yeah.
Okay, our first writer says, I just can't get along with my roommates. He's always using my laundry detergent, and we can't stop arguing with each other. How can I make this easier?
Well, sweetie, if you think your roommate's bad, you don't know anything. Back in the spinner, if I even looked at my spin mate wrong, I'd be under hot water with the red towels for days. Oh, the spinner. It just gives me the shivers. But don't get me started on the washboards.
Okay, that's interesting, Mo. Well, okay. What would you do about the detergent?
That detergent. Oh, I missed the blue one with the teddy bear on it. And back in the spinner, if you took someone's detergent, you were a dead sock walking. My buddy, he was a knee sock. Took a drop of lavender from a grippy sock once. The next day, he was an ankle sock.
Mo, that's really scary. Here, okay. Our next question is, I can't stop spending my allowance. How can I save my money?
Who's the feds? Why are you asking me about money? I don't know anything about money.
Mo, you're here to answer our audience's questions?
Oh, right. Listen, kids, you don't need to worry about saving your money when you can just multiply it. Me and my buddies, we love to play these sock machines. It's free money. Me and my buddies also play poker too. Now that's where the real cash comes in.
Mo, is this legal?
Sure. I mean, I was in the spinner because I allegedly was involved in a poker ring, but me and my poker buddies don't wear rings.
No, it's not legal.
Okay, excuse me. Who are you?
Excuse me, who are you? I need to talk to Mo.
How did she get in?
Oh, I let her in.
Mo Shiesty. You're up here talking about all the money that you have, and you couldn't even pay rent when we lived together, and you don't even bother to visit Rebecca.
Come on, that was just one time.
One time, more like 12 times. She doesn't even know what you look like. She calls you the creep from the TV.
She doesn't have my eyes.
Mo, that's like really bad.
Yeah, Mo, do better.
Oh, Brooke, Now you're making me look bad in front of our live studio audience.
Sure. I don't care.
Okay, Smiley, I'm kind of freaked out right now. I didn't know that sock puppets had, like, real lives.
What?
I mean, look at Mo. He has a whole life going on. You guys are sentient?
Oh yeah, people just assume we're inanimate objects used only for children's imagination, but children never stop dreaming, and their wondrous minds keep us strong. And there's always a truth to a story, Alex. Basically, we're real.
That's, like, really powerful, actually.
Maybe we should stop them from fighting.
Listen, I've just been in a rough spot lately. I mean, I just got out the spinner.
Oh yeah, you'll be back sooner than you think.
No, please don't call the police, please.
I won't. I'll call Vito Sucklone.
Oh, no.
Who's Vito?
You don't want to know the answer to that question.
Well, if it isn't most shiesty.
Okay, how did he get here?
Oh, so basically, socks run faster than humans, and I also let the door open.
Oh, hey! Big guy, Vito.
Listen, buddy, you don't mess with the veto. You better be careful about what you're saying on this show. Say, what if I had a girlfriend and I wanted to ask her to be my wife? Then would you go and tell that to your little audience? Well, now my fiance knows, and my engagement plan is ruined. See?
I don't know what you're talking about, tough guy.
Enough with the tricks, Mo. I heard you were telling secrets about our little group to your audience.
Oh, no, Vito, you know me. I would never.
Well, that's interesting, because Brooke says that's not the truth.
And I would never lie to Vito.
Would you lie to me, Mo? Well, you won't squeal, so I'll ask your audience, live studio audience. Well, does this smart fella mention anything about a poker ring?
Oh, Vito, I promise I won't do it again. Please don't take me back to the spinner.
Oh, your time in the spinner is up.
Yay!
Oh, they're gonna make me swim with the fishnets.
I love swimming.
That's right, Mo. That's what happens when people treat me like a gym sock and don't expect consequences.
You just did this for the money.
Well, duh.
They have a sock currency?
I don't know. It's subjective. I use an Amex card.
Well, this guy just cost me a lot of sock money. Hey, Buster, you owe me a lot of quid.
Are you for real, Vito?
Guys, he has a
No,
family.
please, no.
Scary, right?
Well, kids, that was a true story.
If you'd like to help, sign our petition to free Mo.
But really, that's optional.
Now you all know about the dangers of underground poker rings.
That's very important knowledge for everyone.
Next week, we'll pick up the alphabet again.
Until then,
Don't join an illegal poker ring.
nighty-night!
Well, that just about wraps it up for us here in Studio A. But first, we'd like to give it up for our guests tonight, Tim Davies and Maricela Kerlock.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. It was a lot of fun.
We'd also like to thank our cast, whether new or returning, Alex Pari, Kaden Ellis, Cami Askew, Tanner Ackerman, and Han Win.
Let's also give a hand to our crew who do all the work while we have all the fun. We couldn't do it without them.
And finally, thank you to our audience here in the studio and at home.
For Late Night at North Texas, I'm Zaria Holloman.
And I'm Holiday Helms.
And this has been Late Night at North Texas.
Good
night.
Good night. Buenas noches.